Good morning, everyone. So, we're going to do something a little bit different today. I wanted to actually share with you part of a video that I did for something else that actually coincided with the subject we're going to be talking about today. I have had a lot of people who've contacted me for help with health problems and other spiritual issues. And what's coming up a lot in these conversations and with these people is how many of them are being attacked, how many of them are under attack of one sort or another. And so we all understand right now that we are in a time of testing and tribulation that is basically sorting out our worlds. I mean, people are basically figuring out what side of the fence they want to be on or what team they're on, and people who have been tricked or fooled or led astray are seeing the truth and the light at this particular time. And so a lot of things are changing for a lot of people. It can be very upsetting and very scary. It is a scary time because you don't know what's coming next and what's happening. So I wanted to share with you a few experiences that have been happening with me. One of the things that I know to be true about me and my life is that oftentimes I'm an early adopter. You know, I'm one of the first ones to bring things to the table, or new ideas or thoughts, or I'm just always the first one there. It's been uncomfortable for me most of my life. Being the first one of anything is not usually good. I mean, it makes you a dork, really. I mean, it's like being the first one to show up at a party. It can be a little bit awkward and uncomfortable as, everybody looks around at you like, what, you got no life? You got nowhere else to be? Like, really? You were that desperate and anxious? And it's because they don't have the same perspective and viewpoint that you do. Maybe you're early because things worked out well for you, or, you have it together. And when they say 7, you show up at 7. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, oftentimes being the first one can be very uncomfortable, but I'm finding out now it can also be valuable at a later time, because you kind of lay the path for others so that it's not so difficult for them to make it as it was for you, and it's not awkward for them. So I wanted to share with you today part of another recording that I did, because it goes right in line with what I wanted to talk about today, which is how you make it through those times. How do you get through the rough times? And what's going to happen with the precarious situations that you find yourself in right now. And that's what can be scary about it. Like I said, you don't know what's going to happen. Well, oftentimes when you run into somebody who's been down that path, they can share with you what's going to happen. And so I want to do that with you a little bit today and share with you what you can do when your enemies are at the door, because I'm not out of my situations. I'm not completely out, but I'm working toward it every day. And so I want to share with you how that's going down and how that may be able to help you to deal with the situations that you're in and the attacks that you're under as well. So I'm going to share a part of this other video with you, and I hope you enjoy it. People are so weird and relationships change and all that kind of stuff, but you know, that's been talked to death, and now I want to talk about the more far-reaching and deeper implications of the larger effects. And one of those is, you know, I've been saying I've been going through some battles over here, and part of the reason that I wanted to give you this message today is to show you and to demonstrate clearly for you that sometimes you don't see until you see. I mean, I just don't even know any other way to express this other than, you know, there may be things going on that are happening to you right now that seem impossible to turn around. And those are the ones that I want to talk about. I've talked about being attacked in several different ways, and I've also talked in previous videos about how everybody's going to get what they want. So people that are bent on destruction are going to get it, and people that are bent on a better world and better conditions are going to get it as well. Well, that's why I want to address whoever may be listening today that may be going through some very negative situations. Listen, you don't know what's coming. I don't want to start crying again, but damn it, it gets me into overwhelm. And I've been asking my helpers to help me control the overwhelm so it doesn't sound like I'm a whiny little, okay, you know. So, because I'm really happy. I know I sound like I'm crying right now, but they're tears of joy, and I'm really smiling. So this is what all the tears have been about in the last several videos. God, it's hitting me. Sorry. I thought I was ready. You guys are about to see some stuff. You guys are about to see some stuff that you couldn't even imagine. And when I told you that those bent on destruction will get it, but it's not going to be what they expected. And when I told you those bent on imprisoning people and controlling people will get it, but it won't be what they expected. I saw it coming. I was told it was coming, and it's just so hard to express because it's almost like there's so many bits of information I'm being given at the same time that it almost gets into a bottleneck in my mind, and it's hard for me to get it out. But here's what I wanted to tell you and demonstrate today. So, in my particular situation, the bigger, deeper impact I want to talk about is that I've been having a situation where people were trying to imprison me in many different ways. I mean, like, everything from like regular prison to imprisoning my mind and my finances, and imprisoning me spiritually, and imprisoning me in being tied up in lawsuits and the legal system. And there were just all these different ways that different factions and groups around me had been trying to imprison me. And, well, not really trying, they had been very effective at it. And I had been imprisoned for a very long time in many different ways, tied up with these attacks. And it's come out in the last several days that it looks like some of my captors are now becoming prisoners of their own devices. Since you can't see me right now, I'll just tell you I'm laughing and crying at the same time, because it is very bittersweet. But the sweet part's really sweet because I'm becoming free. And that's the message that I came to bring you today, is that even when it looks impossible, even when your enemies have you so surrounded, when they work in such collusion that it looks like they've hemmed you up completely, where it just seems like you're never gonna break free of the evil and the unconsciousness that you're a victim to. It's not true. It's an illusion. You can break free, and you will break free. And that's what I want to tell you today. The really bigger things, that's what matters. And that's where we need to put our focus. We need to put our focus on staying positive and knowing. Because the knowing is what brought me here. And having been in this prison of fraud that was laid on me, I've been labeled a criminal. I've been called names. I've been accused of things that I've fought against and worked against my whole life. And I was so hemmed in to where it looked like I was never gonna get out. I mean, I was so far down under that I could barely move. They had me sick. They had my finances jacked up. They had me bleeding money. They had me really on the ropes. And it's not over. I mean, they're still attacking. But I'm already seeing the pins line up and the chips fall into place. And it's a really overwhelming feeling to see my freedom dawning. And what I know for a fact is that it's coming for everybody. Anybody who's imprisoned right now in any way, mentally, physically, spiritually, in a brick and mortar prison. It doesn't matter what kind of prison you're in, how they've captured you and how they've held you. It doesn't matter. Through fear, intimidation, whatever tactics they've tried. It doesn't matter as long as you hold on. And each day you inch toward the gate. Because I promise, if you keep moving toward that gate, you're going to get through it, and it is open. They just don't want you to see that, and they don't want you to know that, and they want you to be paralyzed. And that's what happened to me. I was paralyzed, and I'm not anymore. I'm moving, and it's because I kept moving. If it was a centimeter in a day, I was proud of myself and moved on to the next day knowing I had done what I could, and that's what I want you to do. I don't care if you move a hair in a day. You make that move. If you can't walk a mile, you go a half, and if you can't do a half, you do a quarter, and if you can't do a quarter, you do an eighth, and if you can't do that, a 16th or a 32nd, and you keep going all the way down. If you can't do nothing but move a hair, you move that hair. And then you get up and you do it tomorrow, and you try to move 2 hairs distance. And you keep going like that. Because everything is an illusion. They've tried so hard to hold you down, and they've been effective because they've worked together and because you've been in the dark. But you don't have to be in the dark anymore. I'm turning on the light for you. I'm showing you here. It's a mental thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's a physical thing. And you can fight it and you can win. You just gotta move. You just gotta believe, and you gotta know. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to show you, and I'm here to hold your hand. Right here. Right now. Because you can do this. You can absolutely do this. I've said before, I don't tell everything that's happened to me because nobody would believe it. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be snorting over here. I just got emotional. But I say that to tell you I know how bad the attacks can get. I know that somebody listening to me may be in a situation where they're being attacked from every side so severely that nobody would even buy the story. I know because I've been there. I've really been there. And maybe someday I will share. Maybe it will come out, but it's really not important right now. What's important right now is that you hear my voice and you know that I'm telling you the truth, that I've been there, and you can get out. Even if they have you pinned in from every side and angle and top and bottom and every corner. There's still a way out. And the way out is to know first that you can get out. Okay? That's the first thing. You just gotta know that you can, and I'm here to tell you you can. And I'm so happy you can that I can't even stop crying. So first off, know that you can. And know that everybody is about to see some things that will totally confound. You're going to be sitting there like me, so, disbelieve, laugh, mock me, whatever you want to do, because you're all going to be in the same very spot very, very soon, where you see the stuff, you're shown, you're told, it's proven, it's all laid bare for you, and it's gonna rock you just like it's rocked me. And it's a very good thing. It's a very good thing. So I'm pushing for you. I'm pushing for everyone that it comes very soon upon you and upon your house, that you see the truth and that you know, and that you begin to get free too, no matter what kind of situation you're in. I also got another personally kind of profound confirmation that that everything I've been feeling and knowing and seeing is true, is correct, and okay, and confirmed. I've been talking about who I really am and knowing who I really am, and not wanting to talk about that and tell, and yet feeling like I needed to, and the whole thing was putting me under tremendous pressure. Like, I've been told this and shown this, and I need to share this so that others will have their own awakening and experiences. And it's been really putting me in turmoil because I didn't want to announce myself. And so it had me under a lot of stress and pressure and all worried about it, and I don't want to do this, and and I was told I don't have to. I don't have to tell. That's what I was told. I was told, you'll know who your people are. They'll be the ones who listen to you. And my people will tell me who I am because they will recognize me. So it really took that stress and pressure off of me to reveal myself. There are things I will say. I've said before, I didn't come from here. I do know where I came from. And I do know my name. I do know why I'm here. And as I stated in my videos before, I'm a, rather low-level player in this whole big game. Just a messenger, really. I mean, so I'm just here to deliver messages, and those who I'm supposed to deliver to, my customers, my people, they'll recognize me as their messenger. They'll tell me who I am. I don't have to tell them. They'll come to me. So that makes me very happy because it takes me very, very much off the hook, and I'm very happy and grateful for that. I'm just not a toot my own horn kind of girl, and so, it's hard for me to talk about things that I've done and, who I am and things that I've done, because it's just not, I don't know, to me it's not really important. It's not my makeup, and it's not really important who I am. What's important is what I have to say to you. And so, those that are to hear my messages will recognize me and will come to me for those messages. So, whew, what a relief, right? Oh, talking about a major stress off my shoulders, because I don't want to announce myself. I'm not a ta-da, It's just not, my style. It's just not who I am. I'm not claiming to be, and I'm not anybody's savior. I'm just a helper. But I can help. And that's what I'm here for. So, there's that. So that's making me pretty happy. And then, lastly, the reason that I've been going through all this right now is because the energies coming in are so tremendous. many of us that have been working on this issue and this time for a very, very, very long time. There's so many, so many who have worked on this for so long. We have so many people to be grateful for and to for what's happening right now. There are major sweeping changes happening that are going to just catch everybody off guard and confound everyone. And that whole thing is coming very, very soon. So, as a matter of fact, my phone is ringing right now with more good news, and I am tripping out. Because there's things happening in my whole situation. As soon as it's totally resolved, I'll tell you all about it exactly, like what's going down, and then you'll be like, oh my goodness, no wonder she was falling apart, no wonder she was tripping out with that stuff going on. It's just like, you know, even if I tell you this one part, but the thing is, it's not completely over yet, so I'm not gonna, you know, really go into it until it's finished, but I will share that with you. And I know as the minutes click by and as time goes on, each of you are going to start seeing really amazing things happen. But what I need you to do is I need you to focus on what's important. I need you to get into that still small place inside. I need you to get into nature. I need you to get into self-care, self-love, neighbor love, family love, forgiveness. I want you to hold that space as hard as you can, and then I'm telling you, you're about to see some snap. Okay? You're gonna see some snap, baby. Oh, is it gonna be good? So, hang in there. It's coming very soon, and if you need help between now and then, because man, it can get rough. And if you need help between now and then, that's what I'm here for, okay? So if you're going through it really rough, don't sit there and try to do it alone, because you can't. You need help. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here. That's why a lot of people are here. Because you're gonna need help. We're your team. We're here for you. Okay? So, when you get in the thick and it's really dark and you're thinking you can't get out and the illusion is really thick, hey man, look me up. Connect with me. I'll help you. Connect with any friends you have, anybody that brings you up in any positive way. You just keep connecting more and more and more. And you move that little bit. You can move every single day toward resolving your situation. And you are going to see some miracles turn around. I'm telling you, you're going to see some stuff turn around like you never even imagined. It's going to be shocking and flooring. I mean, fall on your ass kind of shocking. Okay? Because that's what's been happening to me. And you've been hearing it in my last few videos, because all of these attacks I've been under and everything that's been going on and that's been holding me and imprisoning me has all been loosening up, and it's been freaking me out, because it's been miraculous the way it happens, and that's what's going to happen for you too. So if you hear my voice and you're going through this stuff, know that it can all change in a second, and God will restore you. Take that to the bank. Sit on it as if it were a funded security, because it's there and it's coming. and it's going to be so wonderful. I mean, wow. And listen, I have such a hard time talking about it because it's almost indescribable how this stuff happens. But as soon as mine settles over here, which will be probably in, like within the next few months, as that starts to happen, I'll start telling you how it all came down. But it's almost like you can't wrap your head around. You never saw that coming. Here they were holding you prisoner and captor, and the very thing they used to hold you prisoner is the thing that's turning around and holding them at bay. And unfortunately, sadly, going to imprison the very people that have been imprisoning you. And that's why I've been freaking out, because it's hard to even fathom how did that happen? It's overwhelming. And you're going to see the same kind of things, and that's what I wanted you to know today, okay? So, get ready, hold on, hold your space, call for help if you need it, get into self-care, self-love, sit on it like a funded security. All you got to do is wait for it to mature. Just hang in there, don't give up, wait for it to mature, and you're going to see some amazing things, okay? Okay, are you with me? Are you ready for it? Do you believe it? Do you feel it? Because I'm telling you, you're gonna fall on your butt laughing when I tell you how my whole situation is turning around over here. It's hysterical. I mean, I don't even know what to say, except I can't wait to share it with you. It's coming, and yours is coming too. And it will confound the masses, baby, okay? So hang in there. I love you all. Thank you for coming and listening to me, all probably 2 or 3 of you that are out there. No matter, I don't care if I'm only talking to 1. I love you, okay? So, hang in there, call for help if you need it, sit on it like a funded security and wait for it to mature, and I'll see you soon. Love you.